Hello everyone. Happy Wellness Wednesday again. Here we are. This is our fourth time meeting. I hope everyone had a fabulous 4th of July weekend. I know I did. So yeah, we went and did some hiking and had a great time in the mountains and yeah, came back home. So this last week, we are going to be doing a recap of what we've done these last 3 weeks. The very first session, we focused on bringing joy to your daily routine and the importance of having joy and really setting aside that time and making it a conscious effort to set that time aside for yourself so that you're saying, okay, and it can be something as easy as, okay, I'm drinking this cup of coffee. This cup of coffee is bringing me joy. I'm going to sit and be mindful about it. Or I'm going to go take my dogs for a walk. Or I'm going to go to, for me, one of the things I love to go do is go to dance sessions. So once a week, I try to make sure that I go do that for myself because it's just little things like that that's planted throughout the week, throughout the day that is true self-care, and you're feeding your spirit, you're feeding, what we're here for, what we're here to enjoy life. And then we went over the 80-20 rule, and that basically, the 80-20 rule is a practical application that you can put towards your day. Oftentimes it's applied to food. So if you think about 80-20, 80% of your food is good quality food, or food that's aligned with your goal. And then the other 20% of the food that you eat for the day or even on your plate is flexible. Like we're not in those strict confines, so that we're able to be human and still enjoy things that might not be aligned with our goal. But having that 80-20 rule will help keep you in progress for that goal. And that can also be applied towards your business, towards your spirituality, towards anything that you want progress in, right? Like 80-20, I'm going to commit to apply 80% of a commitment to whatever that goal is. And then 20% of yourself or your energy can be spent however you'd like to. So that's just a good practical application to help control what you're doing with your day, how you're eating, stuff like that, to show progress. And this week, and then we did a week where we had participants keep each other accountable. So to use basically the buddy system as an accountability help. So to have somebody who knows what your goal is, to have somebody who you've voiced, this is my intention to, and can you help me be accountable? It's very important because unfortunately it is easier for us to let ourselves down, but to have to answer to somebody else, it changes kind of our accountability on ourselves because we know somebody else is expecting it from us also. So those were the 3 weeks. So it was the 80-20 rule. It was having that accountability buddy to know your goals, and then to bring joy to your life on a daily basis, truly a daily basis, and try to sorry, I was fixing my computer. Enjoy something in your day and make it a conscious effort to say, okay, this is what I'm doing and I'm intending to do this because it brings joy to my life and I want to experience joy and I'm giving this to myself. So yeah, that is the 3 topics that we did this week. If you have any questions about any of this information, or if you have any questions about the movements that we've covered these last 4 weeks now, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me. You can find me at Stephanie Carrodegua Coaching on Instagram, Stephanie Carrodegua Coaching on Facebook, Stephanie Patton on Facebook, and all kinds of other places. So my phone number also is 505-340-9786. So I usually try to give, look at that. I give out my phone number. Texting is the best way to get a hold of me. So yeah, please don't be afraid to use my phone number. That's why I give it out. That's my direct line. That's my cell. So 505-340-9786. Okay. I would also love some feedback about what you would like to cover in the weeks coming. If anybody has anything specifically that they would like to cover that we didn't cover. So yes, please let me know. Even text me feedback, I don't care. Okay, so let's get started. We're gonna start with warm-ups. We have a squat to a leg lift. Here we go. We're gonna do 5 per side. So we're doing 10 squats total, 5 leg lifts on side. So feet are gonna be nice and wide from each other. Toes are pointing forward. Make sure those shoulders are pulled back, belly button's pulled in. We don't want our back to be rounded. We want the back to be nice and assisted, okay? Feet are pointing forward. Shoulders back, belly button in. We're gonna drive the hips back, drop the hips, come up from that squat, and then I'm gonna lift this leg, the same leg. I'm gonna lift from this leg, and then I'm going to alternate and lift from the other leg. So feet are facing forward, shoulders back, belly button in, drive the hips back. Alternating now, lifting with the left. 1, so that would be 2. This is 2, 3, 4. One more per side. Switch so you can see the front again. Right leg, and then left leg. Okay, so that is a warm-up. Your next warm-up movement is an overhead punch to a side punch. So we're going to be in a nice wide stance here. We're gonna drop a tiny bit in a squat. And I wanna go overhead punch, reaching over, squeezing this core, coming back to center, overhead punch, and then forward. Shoulders are engaged, belly button's pulled in. 2, 3, drop. 4, and 5. Nice, perfect. So you're gonna do that round, those 2 movements one more time. So you have one more set of the squats with the leg lifts on each side. Squat, 5 on each side. And then we're heading one more set of 5 overhead punches. Everything is engaged. Belly button's pulled in, legs are holding me up at a small angle. And I'm punching over, squeezing my core. Just waking up the body and forward. Getting the body ready for movement. So do that one more set and your warm-up will be done. Okay, right after that, we're gonna go into our hip bridges. We have 30 seconds of hip bridges. We're gonna lie on the ground. Hands are gonna be on the floor by our sides. Heels are going to be in the ground. I want you to push through the heels of the feet to lift the hips. Push through the heels of the feet to lift the hips. You're gonna squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, belly button's engaged. Hands can help here. And then let the body come back down, and then up. Squeeze, down, and then up. You're staying up for about 2 seconds, letting down for about 2 seconds, and then up for 1. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You have 30 seconds in that movement. Your legs are going to be warmed up, and that is good. It's going to be the back of the legs. We're firing all of the muscles in the back of the body here. Next movement is a push-up. Now we can do this in 2 different ways. You can do this, and this is a classic movement, and I wanted to make sure that we got a classic movement in because it's so effective. So there's 2 ways that we can do this. One option is to be on the knees, making sure that our shoulders and hips are aligned here. So we don't want that hard angle. No hard angle here. We need a straight line from our hips to our shoulders to our heads. We can allow the body to come down and then push the floor away from us. Push that floor away from us, pushing with your palms. And then, or we can do a fully extended push-up, making sure that the hips, shoulders, and head are aligned here as well. Letting the body come down, and then pushing the body away with the palms. Make sure that your hips and your core and your quads are all engaged. You have 10 of those. After that movement, we're doing alternating leg reaches. So that's the core. First movement was the hip bridges. We're using all of the back of the leg. That's a lower body movement. Next movement is our push-ups. We're using the chest, we're using the back, we're using the triceps, arms, biceps, and the core in that movement. This one is our core movement, alternating leg reaches. So we're gonna lie down. You have two options. You can either bring the knee into the chest, reaching off opposite hand to opposite leg and extending. Or if that hurts, if regular fully extended reaches bother your lower back, you'll want to go to the knees. But if that doesn't bother you, we're going to go fully extended, alternating, using the arms to help with this movement. You have 20 of those. Do those 3 movements for 2 rounds, 2 full sets of those 3 movements. And that is your workout, guys. So it's super easy, super basic movements that you've got. If you have questions about that, let me know. Please, please let me know. So pause this, go do another set, and then let's stretch and cool down. All right, so hopefully you're done with your second set. We're gonna extend that right leg, bring the left leg in. Arms are gonna come up above the head, rotate the body towards that right leg, and then reach. If you can't touch your foot, just grab whatever you can, the ankle, the shin, the knee, whatever your body gives you. And switch, left side comes out, arms up, rotate towards the left. So it's always good in the beginning of the month to take time to reflect about the month that you just had and about the month that's coming. Without judgment, just look at what happened in June for you, right? What opportunities did you have? What risks did you take? What things changed for you? And then what is your plan for July? Right? Like, what do you want to do? Are you wanting to lose 2 pounds this month? Are you wanting to get a good schedule going? Are you wanting to eat better? What are you wanting to do? Because then once we have a clear understanding of what we're trying to accomplish, then we can create a plan. But you can't create a plan until you know what you want. So reflect on June, and then think about what you want in July. And how are you going to get it? And I want to thank UNM, the LGBTQ Resource Center, Frankie Flores, and everybody at the Resource Center for allowing me to be part of your Wellness Wednesday for June. And I look forward to where we go from here. And I hope everybody has a fabulous day. Fabulous rest of your year, fabulous everything, rest of your summer. And thank you so much. Let's reach for the sky. Looking up, reaching for the sky. We're gonna sweep the floor. Just being thankful for movement today. And sweep. All right, thank you so much. Everybody have a fabulous day.